It is raining and raining and raining. It's not that bad, it's just really greasy. You got a greasy section through to go. And yeah. Greasy enough. And it's uphill from like down here to up there's all uphill pull. So therefore, pulling them out this morning. They'll dry up real quick, but just greasy enough to cause a little bit of a riff. A riff around the horseback archery arena. So, yeah. Don't worry, we're not doing any of that on here. We're just logging. Just going through the action. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. I thought I'd come up here and show you real quick what's going on with the chipper. We're at the shop right now. And you can see there's been some welding done. So what had happened was you can tell that this is wore down a little bit. Or no, it's right here. It's on the back side here. And so what he did was, that's 48 rods in there per pocket. That's how much is in each one. So building her up, and you can tell that one down there is built up and that one's built up, so you can tell that's pretty gnarly stuff right there. Pack her on heavy, building her back up because whoa, look at there's a lot of welding rods been put in there. Oh, she's not focusing on the right area. So they've been working on this. Today it rained all day, so they didn't work on any of the chipper out here. But there is parts inside that they're working on. But building it all back up, it was wore out. And that's got to get built back up too, right there on each one. So it's just going to take some time. And then Brian was talking, I might have to get the wheel rebalanced back out. So, I mean, he's counting every rod out, but it still might not be perfect. So, an update on that. Now, on the old Model 23, we had to redo this feed wheel that goes in here because it was junk. We just put all that new teeth on there. We made the video 3-4 months ago, and it's all was bad. The teeth, somehow the teeth weren't done right, and within a couple months they were all junk, which there's teeth on the old chipper, or new chipper, I'm sorry, that have been on there for like 10,000 hours, and this stuff didn't last like 300 hours or 200 hours, even at that. So therefore it had to come here and get all tore down again, and that's downtime. A lot of downtime, which is no fun because it's not out making money. Not out making no money. So one problem we had is this up here, right there. That corner went all the way out and didn't know it at the time, but it was actually holding up the yoke. This wasn't going down all the way, so that's why it's cut out in there, and now it's going down all the way. And that was an issue they had, because when we put the plastic in there, this yoke was picked up, and anywho, yada yada yada. So it's back to normal. But like those teeth right there on that chipper, on that feed wheel, are brand new. So as you can tell, That is just unbelievable that they're trashed already. So that'll have to get all fixed. It's just, it literally blew my mind when I looked in here that them teeth are like that. I mean, there is no teeth left on any of those. It gets really irritating when you spend the amount of time it does to fix them and then they're screwed up. So then we'll get fixed. We'll go from there. Yeah, that was an issue. This seems to be working out just fine down here. So anyways, an update quick on the feed wheel. So them have to get replaced. That's going to take some time. And but yeah, 2 chippers back at the shop. Well, this chipper's back at the shop. So now we got 2 down here again. But I mean, that's what they should look like. It's like that, but minus the piece missing right there. They haven't been on here for some time, but I don't know. So we're getting some teeth made up now and do it ourselves. You know what I mean? Because by the time it takes to get that feed wheel out of that upper yoke, drop it down here, pick it up, get it out. Again, we've done videos on that. It's just takes a day to get out, a day to get all the teeth cut off, a day to weld the teeth back on, a day to put it back in there, and then you have that feed wheel to do too. It's just like it's down for a week and down for a week. So yeah, that's what's going on with this girl. Hopefully we get that fixed. This thing just would not feed on the last jobs. It just a mess. There was no reason it shouldn't have been feeding wood great, but tooth problem and the new plastic problem, that'll all get fixed while it's here. And then this is #1 priority to get fixed down here. This again takes the back burner. And yeah, so that's what's going on. This one will get fixed, and then Brian can jump back on this one and go to work. So this one, well, he did do some welding on the disc. A lot of welding on the disc. I don't got enough patience to do all that welding on the disc, but it won't take long. It'll be back together. Trust me. Just gonna take a little bit of time. So what they worked on in here, we had the problem with the Rotobeck on this one, so they had to get rebuilt. And then this one needed some work done. This one, or is it this one? The bushings are out of it. I think it's this one here. The bushings are out of it, so it's stealing from Peter to pay Paul again. And I broke that fitting there. So I ripped the threads out. There we go. Out of that. So we got a new block for it, but the block, the bushings are out of the tong, so that it broke that center pin. And this one, everything was solid below, but it was leaking out of the Rotobeck right there. So the Rotobeck is getting rebuilt, and then we'll get set back on there right here. We'll get all done. Then we can have another grapple ready to go. So yeah, and just that's what they're working on, just chipper parts. So it was raining all day today, but they're obviously putting new plastic in here without even looking inside of it. Oh gosh. But put some white stuff in there. We had the white stuff. So yeah, while it's raining out, there's always something to do inside. And fun. I mean, we got there's all kinds of goodies in here working. But thanks for watching. Just keep rolling, everybody. If you can, even if you don't got teeth.